Hey guys, welcome to KK Java Tutorials. In previous couple of videos, we have learned how to write parameterized genuine test cases using at value source, as well as to check some corner cases like for null as well as empty value. How we can write a parameterized test cases. In this video tutorial, we'll learn how to write a parameterized test for enum, right? So basically, JUnit provides a annotation is called at enum source. So here we'll write a few test cases there. I'm going to show you how we can make use of this annotation. Yeah. So let's jump to the Eclipse. First of all, you need to understand at enum source provides a convenient way to use enum constants, right? And here I have created few test cases which I'm going to run and show you how basically we can use at enum source in parameterized test. So of course, first of all, your test has to be parameterized, then only you are going to use at enum test. That's the first condition. So here you can see my test is not annotated as at test but at parameterized test. Now here my test accepts a parameter is called temporal unit, right? So here and that's the reason, and this is kind of basically interface which has a lot of methods, right, which is doing kind of calculations, these method. Now let's say if I want to use some constant which is already present in corona unit. If you look in the corona unit, there are almost 16 constants are available there, and these constants I would like to use in my generative cases. Then what you can do, you can use at enum source, and there value you can specify as corona unit. Now whatever constants are declared in corona unit, that you can use along with this uh, uh, temporal unit. But here I am not using some kind of calculation, just I am checking this test case is executing how many times uh, for this temporal unit when I provide this as a source, right? So here, so this is having almost 16 constants, so this test case is going to execute 16 times, right? Let me check. And these constants are of course not null, so this is going to execute almost 16 times. Let me show you. So if I right click and run a generator, then here you can see if I expand this my utils test, and this is the name of this test method. If I expand, then here you can see this test cases has executed 16 times for each and every constant available in corona unit, right? Corona unit. So that's the first use case. Now let's go to the next. Next thing you have to keep in mind, like here I have a specified source as corona unit, but here a parameter is a different type, but both are same type. If you do not, if both are same type, means this is the source, corona unit is the source, and here also you are passing as a corona unit, then you don't need to specify this one. Just specifying the enum should be enough. And that's how I did in the second test case. Here what happened, just I have a specified enum source and directly I am using corona unit. So JUnit will understand you are passing value as a corona unit, and again this is going to run 16 times, right? So let me show you. I expand and then test case name you can see with test with enum source include, and that's the name of our no our test case is something else. I need to execute this one actually. Some other test I ran, so I need to execute this test case. So this is selected. Now go to run and JUnit. Now this test case has executed. Here you can see the name of the test case, test with enum source. No, it is still executing. Okay, sorry, I have executed all the test cases that I did not wanted actually. I wanted to execute only this test so that I can show you. So if yeah, at this time it is executed only one test case, is this one. So if I expand, then here you can see the result. At this time it is executed for all the constants available in corona unit, right? Because here we are passing corona unit as a corona unit as a parameter, and here we do not provide. So this is going to execute test case for all the constants, right? So that's why it is executed 16 times. Now next here we can do some kind of filtration, right? So here you can see again I have a parameterized test, and at enum I'm using fix, and here enums you can specify basically a list of a string, right? and once you specify list as a string, and here you use chrono unit, right? And here you can see I'm using enum set dot off, and these two constants just I'm adding. If you look into the off method, this is basically doing just extracting these two enums, and just creating an enum set and adding these two enum set and returning the result. So this is nothing but the enum set having value either weeks or days. Now what I'm doing, assert true I'm using, and I'm checking whether this enum set contains chrono set uh, or not. So it is basically going to execute two times, one time for weeks and second time for days. So let me show you. So if I run, then it is going to execute two times, right? One for the days and second for the week. Pretty much clear. Now next, here we have executed our test cases for all the enums which I have provided in the enums, which has to be available over here, right? Now next, we have a different modes. If you look into the modes, with the enum source, you can specify, you have a, like you can include, you can do the exclusion, you can do the match all, you can provide some pattern, and you can also provide the pattern to match any. So these are the modes are available. So here I have is exclude. Exclude means I want to exclude, these are the constants from chrono unit, but the rest of the constants should be available. And here I'm checking I'm using assert false, right? So this is going to, this test is going to execute for all the constants in the chrono unit except these three, so total there are 16 constants. So at this time it is going to execute 30 number of times, right? So let me run. Here is exclude test case, and here you can see 13 times it is executed, right? But it is not executed for 3, right? Eras, forever and centuries, right? So it is pretty much clear. Now next test cases I have written, which is using basically chrono unit itself, but I am using match all. When you use match all mode, then there you can specify the regular expression, right? So all the constants available in chrono unit matching with this regular expression, for that our test case is going to execute, right? So here we are using assert true and chrono unit, just I'm calling the name, so that this will fetch. If you look into the name, it will fetching the all the constants, and we are as a string, and we are checking any of the constant and with the days. If that is the case, then assert true is going to execute for that, right? So if I run this test cases, then this has to execute how many times? Two times, because there are two constants whose name ends with the days. Here you can see, right? Now here I have created one now custom annotation. Here you can see names custom annotation I have created, and there I have added few constant, few enums, basically kk, pk and sk, and for that I have written genuine test cases. Of course you can write your custom enums as well, and for that you execute test case as a parameterized test. So here you can see I have specified this one, but I have option to remove this one as well, because directly these two are matching, right? But optionally you can provide this one as well. But here what I am doing basically in this test case, here I'm just calling assert true. How many times? Number of times would be 3, because 3 constants are available, and just I'm fetching all the constants and calculating the length, and make sure that all the enums has been added in the names with the name, with the length too, right? If that is the case, then that is going to execute this case test case for all the constants available in the names, and all will be basically passed, right? Let me show you. So here you can see this test case I have created 3 times, and 3 times it is passed, because all enums having length 2, right? So that's all I wanted to discuss in this video tutorial, guys. So if you are writing test cases, especially parameterized test cases, and if you want to run your test for basically enum, then of course enum you can pass as a parameter, and for that you can use add enum source annotation. So guys, big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.